Sir, should be.
Thank you. Thank you. I got it. One second. Only 1 second, please.
గంగా ఇవన్నీ తెలుగులో చెప్పింది నాన్న తర్వాత ఇంకొన్ని దాకా
కాఫీ వద్దు మా ఇప్పుడు అయిపోయింది అంతే. వాళ్ళంతా వెయిట్ చేస్తాం బాగుండదు. I'm sorry. Yeah. So this is first parable I told you. Let me recap quickly. There was a sage sitting in Himalayas in his ashram, and Ganga is flowing very ferociously. Then a disciple comes and asks the guru or the sage, Athato Brahma Jignasa. Ataha Brahma Jignasa. Now, I wanted to know the Brahman. What do you mean by now and now? After that. What do you mean by after that and after that? After learning entire Vedas, after performing lot of pujas and punaskaras, whatever you call, entire karma kanda, I did, and lot of upasana. Now, I have not yet realized the Brahman. I wanted to get the realization of the Brahman. How do I get it? Then sage says, the Guru says that you are Brahman, Tattvam Asi, that thou art. He says. Then he gets a doubt, how do I become the Brahman? How can I see the Brahman? As long as you look at the worldly things, you never attain or you never experience the Brahman. So what do? First cleanse your mind, completely clean your mind, then Brahman will, or you will experience the Brahman. When? Right now, right at this place, not after my death. It is not related to the time. Right now you will get the moksha. Right now you will be liberated. There's a point just I wanted to mention in the first one. Now, let me also take some other parable, a small story. There were 10 students under a guru. Once this guru asks these students to go to the next town and bring certain puja samagri like materials for performing certain rituals. But unfortunately, the river was flowing in between these two towns. So they had to cross this river. At any cost, they have to cross this river and move to that second town for getting all those materials. So all these 10 people, this is not a new story for you. Especially people belong to Andhra Pradesh. It's not Telugu people, they are very much familiar about this. But anyhow, this is called 10th man story. This is called 10th man story. Why I am telling this, we'll come to know at the later part. So they crossed the river. They crossed the river. Actually, in fact, that time the water was swelling. The river was swelling. But still, because they are good swimmers, they crossed the river and moved to that banks, next banks. But anyhow, one of the students gets a doubt. We were 10. Are we 10 now? Shall we count it for better side? So one of the disciples the students come and he starts counting. So all people are standing in the line. This fellow, the first person, counts like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God, 10th man is missing. He becomes panic. Oh dear friends, we lost one of our friends. I'm extremely sorry to say that. Then the second student says that we know that you are a very scholarly person, but you are a bit poor in mathematics. Let me try it. And he comes forward, and this first fellow joins in the line, in the queue. So second student again starts counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He also get the same number. Oh my God, we are 9 only. The 10th one, someone has drowned in the river. He must have died by this time. So the third person also counts. Fourth student also counts. Fifth student also. Everyone counts. And they start crying. They sit in the bank of the river and they start crying. A wise person crossing that place asks them with a lot of mercy, "What happened, dears? Why are you all crying?" "Dear sir, we were 10. We crossed this river to meet our requirements of our guru. But unfortunately, we found that we are 9 instead of 10. So someone must have gone in the river. That's why we are crying." After looking at them at a glance, this wise person understands they're all 10 in fact. So there must be some problem. Then again he asks the students to form a line. "Can you please count it once again for me?" So again the first student comes and again he counts 1, 2, and finally 9 on. Then the wise person holds his hand. "Can you count it once again?" 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. And this wise person holds his hand, turns this index finger towards him. This is the 10th. Then there is some glow in all faces of the students. Now the second student comes, he tries it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. So everyone does that. So what is the moral of this story? What is the moral of this story? What exactly the Upanishads want to say by telling this story, this parable, is is you are talking about your parents, you are talking about your wife, you are talking about your husband, you are talking about your children, talking about gurus, shishas, what not. You are talking about the friends, you are talking about everyone. You are you are taking care of everyone in the world. You never looked at yourself. That is the reason why you are on the earth. That is the why reason you are facing the death every time. Why did not you turn up towards you? Why you are facing always outside the world? Looking at the world. Why didn't you look at yourself? Don't say that I'm unselfish. Don't say that. It is silly. It is silly. In fact, you are selfish. In fact, we are all selfish. And we are saying unselfish. We always take care of the world and we are not bothered about self. No, you have forgotten about yourself. That is the reason why you are facing death every time. No one is responsible. Not Brahman, nor God, or any person is responsible for our death. We are responsible for our deaths and births again. When I say death, there must be birth. Shall I tell why we are selfish? I tell you one example. I have an infant, a small kid, just newly born. I buy certain dress for him or her, so it been neatly dressed. Does the infant know what dress actually he is wearing? Can anyone tell that? Is it true? He never realizes that what type of dress or costumes he is wearing. But he is laughing or he is smiling. That's fine. But where the happiness is, you tell me, frankly speaking, you are feeling happy. I am feeling happy by looking at his dress. Oh my, fantastic! My child is looking very grand. My child is very beautiful, and this dress is appealing. First point. Second example. When my child gets straight rank, I'll be happy. I always insist my child, "Come on, boy, you can do that. You have to get the state rank." Why? Why? It's not. Don't tell that. No, his life will be. Will be very beautiful. He can reach his goal. No, that's not the reason. If he gets state rank, I would be happy. If my wife wears a silk saree, I would be happy. The happiness I am seeing in everyone is for my sake. For my happiness, I am doing all these things and I am cheating myself. I am doing sacrifice. I am unselfish. No, we are all selfish. We are doing all these things only for our happiness. Doesn't it? Why we cheat ourselves? That's why I gave the second parable like 10th man story. Why, dear friend, why we are all forgetting ourselves? Why do you forget yourself? As a person, whatever the help you can do for your family member, do it. But can't you spare 5 minutes for yourself? And you say that you're sacrificing your life? No, it is a foolishness. Bhagavad Gita, many times it says that you are Atmajna. You are killing yourself. After long, long, long period, you have got this human being birth. You got this birth. After crossing so many births, at last you got this birth as a human being. If you don't make use of this birth, then you are atmagna. That means you are killing yourself. Who gives guarantee that again in the next incarnation or in the next birth, again I born as a human being? Can anyone give guarantee for that? Even God doesn't do that. Then why? Why? This is called hypocrisy. Why we are making ourselves like this? Realize, understand what exactly Upanishads want to tell us is they are very clearly saying that you are Brahman. I don't use the word God here. Brahman is ultimate, the true one. It is Atman. You are that. No, I'm not feeling, I'm not getting such feelings because you are connected with your body. You are connected with the world. You are connected with the worldly things. You are connected with the objects. But you are the subject. You are looking at those things and you are getting inspired by them, and you always want them to acquire worldly things. That is the reason why you are doing so many things, so many plans you are making every day, and you are acquiring all these worldly things, and you are happy with those. That is the reason why you never attempted to look at yourself innerly, I mean inside. That's why you are facing the death. We are responsible for our death. Please make this very clear. No one in the universe is, including Brahman, no one is responsible. You are Brahman, so don't look at outside. Again, I repeat the what you call Lalita Sahasranama, what it says: Antarmukha Samarajya, Bahirmukha Sudurlabha. Unless you look at yourself inside, travel. Don't do outside travel. Don't go to America. Don't go to Canada. Don't go to Varanasi. I mean, I don't deny that. Don't stop all these travels. Now start traveling inside. Sit at one place. Sit calmly. Travel inside. Within no time, you find Brahman and you will never face the death. That means you don't have the birth again. You are liberated. That is the moksha. It is as simple as that. But why we are not getting it? Because we are connected to the world, well connected to the world, and we always think that this is the real one. But what Advaita Vedanta says is, now again sage and student, same guru is telling you, and the disciple, Brahma Satyam, then immediately the disciple, it's me, the disciple is me. I'm asking my guru. My guru says that Brahma Satyam. Oh, is it guru? Then what about world? Because I cannot disconnect from this world. I always talk about the world, including my body. When I say world, I am talking about my body also. What about my world? Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. This universe, whatever you are talking about, is Mithya, is unreal. See, try to understand this point. First, because we are all Indians, I think bit Sanskrit we can understand. The first one is Brahma Satyam. The Guru is not saying Jagat Asatyam. No, he is not saying that. He is saying that Mithya. This word is very important. First one is Satyam. Second word should be opposite to that, Asatyam. But he is saying that Mithya. This is very crucial. Mithya means appears. Appears. See, I tell that he appears to be a wise person. See, if you want to tell, you tell him that he's a wise person. No, he's not a wise person. But you are saying that he appears to be a good person. Then I get a doubt. When you say he appears to be a good person, aren't you getting it out? Aren't you getting it out? Why you are saying appears to be good? You say he's a good person. Appears means appearing like that. That means doubt. Doubt. It's a doubtful. Now he is saying mithya means it looks like the world, but there is no world at all. It is superposition. That means Brahman, that means the world, entire world is Brahman. It is overlapped by the world. In fact, there is no world, dear. Because of your impurity in your mind, you are looking the world on Brahman. Brahman is there. Entire universe is Brahman. Even Isavasya Upanishad says that. Isavasya medagum sarvam. Entire universe is covered with Brahman. No one is there except him. But why I am seeing this world outside? I am seeing what is called rivers, lakes, mountains, animals, human beings, I am rockets, airplanes. That is all because of your innocence. Innocence not of because this birth, millennia. Since so many births I have acquired all these ignorance, that is the reason why I am not going in depth of that. Just I am giving overall profile of Advaita Vedanta, so that later on you can all carry on by basing on this. So Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. You understand? Mithya means appears to be. It's not real.
Can
How
it
long
be?
it
Can it be
appears?
illusion?
Sorry?
Can it be illusion? Illusion. I'm
Illusion,
asking if it is.
exactly. Illusion. It's an illusion. Like I go to a magic show, there's a magician. Immediately he creates a lion and falling on me. Oh my God, that is really terrific for me. He creates rain. Rain just, I mean, it is falling on me, the water falling on me. I feel that. He creates fire. Really fire is there? Is really fire there? Is really rain there? Is really elephant? Can you find a big elephant on a small stage? He is creating. Like that, this is all, everything what you are seeing in the world right now is an illusion. Who has created that? Your mind has created that. Why it has created that? It has acquired the ignorance since so long, and that is the reason why it is projecting the world. Please, I try to repeat this sentence. In fact, the Upanishad says that world is not there outside. I repeat again, because it's the most crucial one. Gaudapada in Mandukya Upanishad very clearly explains this. Why you are looking at, I mean, why you are seeing the world? Tell I tell you the secret? He tells that. It is not there because objects are there you are seeing. It is because you are seeing world is there. My God, this is really a bombshell. I repeat again, try to understand. Slowly I go. It is not that because objects are there you are seeing. You are saying that objects are there, that's why I am seeing. That is why they are appearing. But it is a reverse dialogue, he says. Because you are seeing, objects are there. He is a Brahmajnani. Shankara also, Adi Shankaracharya also tells this. Entire Upanishads say this. What they are saying? Objects are not there. World is not there. as you are seeing. As you are seeing them, as you are seeing the world, objects are appearing. So if you don't see the world is not there. Only Brahman appears. I don't go in depth of that and make confuse at the very fundamental level of beginning level. But please make sure that this is real Advaita, higher order Advaita I am talking about. So I'm again coming to that same statement. Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. Then immediately you get the doubt. How about me, this Jivatma? So I'm saying Jivatma, Paramatma. Who is this Jiva? The mind has created, connecting with the bodies. It always says the mind body complex is called Jivatma. Jiva, definition of Jivatma is body mind complex. If my jiva, this mind is, for example, in a lion, it feels that I'm a lion. If it is in a snake, this jivatma in a snake, it feels that it's a snake. If it is in the tree, it says that I'm a tree. If it is in the human body, it says that I'm the human body. So in which body you keeps it, immediately that will be attracted by that body and says that it's me. It owns every body. Whatever the body it is given, each body it owns and says that I am the Jivatma. Jivatma means body plus mind. The body right now I have and the mind inside, these two are interlinked, and mind always says that this is my body. This is called Jivatma. Am I clear so far? So far clear? Mind body complexity is called Jivatma. Yes. So thank you. Now Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. Now the disciple is asking, how about me, Guruji? Jiva Brahmaiva Napara. The Jiva is none other than Brahman. So Brahman himself is Brahman, the world is Brahman, and Jivatma is also Brahman. There is no Jivatma at all. There is no body at all. Now I am dreaming here. Now I am talking about Mandukya Upanishad. I am dreaming here. I am giving a talk on Upanishads, and certain people have gathered here, and there are question and answer sessions. This I am dreaming. In fact, we are all not here. This is true. This is the real one. But that doesn't, it will not appeal to us. We will not get satisfied with us. Because our experience with this world is not for a short period. Our experience with this world is for a long duration. I cannot say how long it was. Can you tell when Brahman was born? That is ridiculous, isn't it? Can we say when was Brahman born? In fact, he is Ajata, he never born. Likewise, I cannot say my date of birth. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about my body. In perspective of Brahman, my date of birth is unknown. And I don't have death also. When I'm talking about the date of birth and date of death is about the body. Are we on the same path? Are on the same page? When I say DOB, DOB is with respect to body, not with respect to me as Brahman. Make sure of this. I don't know. Are we going like, are we understanding each other? Or it is something like I am getting derailed or making you confused, something like that. Please let's be open. You can comment your thing in this one.
So, when you say there is no possible date of birth for the divine and there is no possible date of birth for the Atman, uh, is it that we are as old as the Brahman himself?
much. We are the Brahman. We are none other than Brahman. We are none other than Brahman. This is the final statement. This is the final statement of Upanishads. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Jiva Brahmaiva Napara. None other than Brahman. Jiva, you are calling it as Jiva. There is no Jivatma in fact. But you are assuming that there is
నమస్తే
some Jivatma.
నమస్తే మిథ్యా నిర్వచనం చెప్పగలరా?
ఎస్ మిథ్య లాగా కనిపిస్తుంది. అతను మంచివాడు లాగా కనిపిస్తున్నాడు అంటాం కదా. ఇల్యూషన్, భ్రమ. ఒక వస్తువు ఉంది, అది రియల్ వస్తువు. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఐ గో టు డెజర్ట్. See, I am a scientist in fact. I knew very well I don't find water in the desert. For others' sake, I am just translating in English. Please, kindly don't mind. So, I've been to a desert. I knew very well I am a scientist. I knew very well that you cannot find the water in that desert. But still, being a scientist, I find mirage in the desert. Is the desert, is the mirage true? Is the mirage true? Do you find water there? Doesn't it appearing for you? Isn't it illusion? Example
మిరాజ్
one.
ఇస్ ఎండమావి, రైట్?
Sorry?
మిరాజ్ అంటే ఎండమావి కదా?
Yeah, like appears like water. This is illusion number one. I'm sorry? Number two. I'm a scientist again. I got Nobel Prize. But still I find sky as blue. Is it real? Is sky blue? Being even 8th standard student also says that. After all, it's a reflection of the ocean. There is no sky at all. There is no color for the sky at all. It's after all space. Where do you get the color for the space? There is a space, see, I tell you.
In other words,
See,
can we say
no,
that it's not the
listen to me.
absence
No,
of
hold on.
anything,
Please,
but it
hold
is
on.
the
No, please hold on.
perception is. Hello,
Please hold on. I'll be
can you?
back. Please hold on. I'll be
Okay.
back. This. See, there is a space in between my hands. Is there any color? Then why your sky is appearing as blue? Again, it's an illusion made by mind. There is no color at all in the space. Second example. Third example. Have you ever seen the moths, the pearls, that pearls that we get in ocean? Mutyamatam Telugu. The moths means the shell of these pearls. When you open those shells, you find silver in it. Did you ever notice it? Is it real silver? But because of sunshine, they appear like silver. So it's again illusion. Third. Fourth. I told 1, 2, 3. First one is the desert and the mirage. Second is the sky appears. Even I am scientist. I say to my child that sky is blue. I knew it very well. Sky is not blue. There is no color for the sky. But still I say that. Whether it's a scientist or is a layman, for both of them sky appears like blue. Third, the moths, spelling is like mother. The moth also appear as silver, but it is not real silver at all. I am giving fourth example. So one day, you have gone to your home. Like you may imagine that it's a very old house, 100 years of old house, and there is a well behind your house. You want to take the bath after coming from the office. You go there and you knew very well that there is always a rope and you have to drag the water, pull the water with the help of bucket, and you have to bathe there. You have to take your bath there. So all of a sudden, with some rush, you have come to your home and you are in some tense in your mind with office duties, but you wanted to take the bath, and there was dark actually. Very slight light was there. The light was not very appealing. Slight light was there. So there you go, immediately you find a snake. You find a snake. A brown snake of 12 feet length opened its hood, and he has opened his fangs, looking at you very furious. Then immediately you cry, become panic, and call your wife. I'm talking about myself. I call my wife. Oh my God, there is a 12 feet brown colored hood opened snake in front of me right now. Let's do something. But she's a brave woman. She brings a torch. She says that there is no possibility of getting the snake here. But let me check it. She also gets a doubt. It appears like that snake was moving here and there, slightly moving. There is movement in the snake. But still, because she is a brave woman, walks further, takes few more steps, goes very closer to that snake and laughs loudly. Oh my husband, oh my dear, it is our rope. It is not the snake. Then what happened? He was actually terrified. He was shaking, literally shivering. Now he gets relaxed all of a sudden. What happened to the snake? Was that snake? Snake was not there before he came to home. Snake was not there after he realized that was not the snake. Snake was not there when he was frightened, assuming that there is a snake. In all three stages, snake was not there. Is it not the illusion? Is it not the illusion? Somewhere in his mind, he knows about the snakes. They are very poisonous. People will die if they bite. All there in his mind, he listened or heard somewhere. Immediately, the mind has projected a snake in the rope. Isn't it an illusion? This is called mithya. This entire thing is projected by mind. The mind has projected the mirage in a desert. Mind has projected the blue sky. The mind has projected the silver motor. The same mind is projecting the snake in the rope. They are all unreal. This is called mithya. Dear sir, am I clear so far? Mr. Prabharaj Tota.
जी जी नमस्ते जी అయితే can we say in other words that mithya is not the complete absence of something but the difference in perception, can we say like that?
Yeah, it can be said in both ways. See, for example, for me, by Upanishads it will be taught that it's an illusion. But there is a hint always. If I become Brahmagnani, for example, for you, same refrigerator appears. For Brahmagnani also refrigerator appears. I'm taking a simple example. But he looks at the refrigerator as Brahman. There's a very keynote. Don't misunderstand me. You also see the mountain. The Brahmagnani also sees the mountain. For you, mountain is mountain. But for Brahmagnani, the liberated one, liberated soul, it is the Brahman. He finds that Brahman is appearing in this way. It is Brahman and he makes namaskaras. Everywhere he finds Brahman alone. He finds Brahman in himself. He finds Brahman in the body. First the body was actually told that mithya. Now again same Vedanta, at the end of the Vedanta, it says that your body is also Brahman. Your wife is Brahman. Your children, but it is, actually I don't want to reveal at this present moment, but still As you raise this question, I am revealing right now. At the first stage, we have to eliminate the word. Otherwise, you don't get this vairagya. That's the reason at the beginning stage it says that it's mithya, illusion, ignore, 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 ignore. At the final stage, again, same Vedanta reveals us that everything that is appearing is Brahman. So for the ignorant people and for the Brahmajnani, mountain is appearing. But for an ignorant people, mountain is mountain. But for the Vedantin, Advaita Vedantin or Brahmajnani, mountain is Brahman. Brahman is appearing as a mountain. Brahman is appearing as an elephant. Brahman is appearing as Kashi Vishwanatha. Brahman is appearing as a rickshawala. Everything is Brahman. So what is this? What exactly they want to say us? There will not be any conflict between two bodies now. Previously, in the duality, I'm sorry, let me put on something. I think there is, no, I'm sorry. I thought the battery is getting down. No, I'm sorry. What was I saying? I lost my flow.
Duality.
Duality.
Sorry?
Brahmajnani has no duality.
Yes. In duality, what happens is when I see a man, a person, certain image comes in between us. Say, I was told that that man is a bad person. He's a cheat. He's a thief. I was told by someone. So when I see this person on the road, what I get, I don't get his face. First I get the image that he's a cheat, he's a thief, he's a robber. Everything I get in between us. That is dangerous. Because you are in duality. Now you take the Brahmajnani. He says that the person standing in front of me is Brahman. The people in Pakistan are Brahman. The people in Russia are Brahman. The people in Canada is Brahman. Or Brahman. American is Brahman. The earth is Brahman. The soil is Brahman. Water is Brahman. Air is Brahman. Everything is a Brahman. Do you find this? Did you get something about this? In duality, there is always conflict. There is always jealousy. There will be always anger. What not? All these, what do you call it, bad things, shall I say? All these dirty things or filthy things are there in my mind. Because they are in my mind, I am projecting it outside. I am saying that he is a bad person. And you don't know how bad you are. But you are saying others. But when you become non-Advaitin, right? Sorry, when you become Advaitin, then everything is Brahman. Then you don't have Irsha, Dvesha, Raga, Moha, Dvesha. Nothing is there in your mind. Your mind is pure. Then immediately you become the Brahman. Brahman is representation of purity. Purity, we can't define that. We don't get it at all. We don't get in our mind what is meant by the purity. That is Brahman. So by learning Advaita Vedanta, you become the Brahman and you find Brahman everywhere. You find Brahman in your wife, there will not be any quarrel. You find Brahman in your children, you don't find any quarrel with them, no conflicts at all. You live in a happy position. Happily you can live, and finally you get peace in your mind and you attain moksha. I give one example, one thing, and maybe that would be clear for you. Doctors declare, see, when my brain is dead, doctor declares that biologically this body is dead. I repeat again. When my brain is dead, I repeat again. If my brain is dead, I am declared medically as dead. My body is dead. First point. I am adding second point. When my mind is dead, brain, mind. Are you able to find the difference between these two? Brain is a physical form I could see. If I open my skull, I can see the flesh and blood there, nervous system there, some cells are there. This is called brain. When brain dies, body dies. I am giving another way. If mind dies, then you are getting moksha. Let us take a small breath and try to analyze this point ourselves. I think we need to breath hold for a while. What I am saying.
Can can you repeat this in Sanskrit or Telugu terms?
Yeah. మెదడు చనిపోతే మెదడు డెడ్ అయింది. డాక్టర్లు డిక్లేర్ చేస్తారు అతని మెదడు పని చేయట్లేదు, డెడ్ అయింది. బయలాజికల్ డెడ్ అంటారు దాన్ని, బయలాజికల్ డెత్. అతను చనిపోయినట్లుగానే డిక్లేర్ చేస్తారు డాక్టర్స్. మెదడు చనిపోతే బయలాజికల్ డెత్ అంటారు మెడికల్ టర్మినాలజీలో. మనసు చనిపోతే వాడు మోక్షాన్ని పొందినాడు. బ్రెయిన్ ఈజ్ మెదడు, మైండ్ ఈజ్ మనస్సు. అండ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ ఈజ్ ఇట్ క్లియర్ ఎవ్రీవన్? ఏ క్షణము మీకు మనసు చనిపోతుందో, ఈ తప్పు మాట, యాక్చువల్గా నేను మాట్లాడిన మాట తప్పు, కానీ ప్రస్తుతానికి అదే వాడుతున్నాను. మనసు చనిపోదు, ఎందుకంటే అదే బ్రహ్మన్ తర్వాత చెప్తారు. హయ్యర్ ఫిలాసఫీ బయటికి భగవద్గీతలో ఇన్ఫ్యాక్ట్ ఇన్ 10th chapter భగవద్గీత ఇన్ విభూతి యోగ, కృష్ణ సేస్ దట్ out of all your parts I have some limbs, hands, everything I have, eyes and all body parts. In your entire body I am your mind. నీ మనస్సు నేనే. ఇన్ విభూతి యోగ he says that నీలో ఉన్న మనస్సు నేను అంటాడు. So mind will never die. That's a different story. But understand right now, when mind dies, you are getting the liberation. Whether it dies or not, we'll take it later. That is called amani bhava. In Sanskrit, it is called amani bhava. When there is no mind, usually we say that don't have the mind. Really, he is a great person. If he doesn't have the mind, that means he is getting liberation very soon. You're getting my point? Now go back to the very first sentences that we discussed. Vedanta, when with knowledge is dead, when there is no knowledge in your mind, absolutely zero, you are getting the liberation. That's what this point is. Nothing is there in your mind. I am not talking about the brain. Please hold on. I am not talking about your brain. Everything is stored in the brain, but the mind is not capturing anything from the brain. So now the brain has amani bhava. It has lost itself, its identity. Then it leads to moksha. It leads to moksha. Is it all looking very absurd? Something like, is it something absurd or illusion? Yes, sir. Can someone put your comments? Is it looking very illusionary or very abstract? Something like that. Thank you.
I think it will be a little more helpful to him if you guys can be visible and kind of interact.
So the liberation is as easy as that. Then why don't you try that? Why it's not happening? Why is it not happening? Let's say, for example, 130 crores of population there in India and almost 800 crores in the entire world. Only human beings are eligible to get the moksha. It is very clear. No animal can get moksha. No gods or demons or devils are eligible for moksha. Even Gandharvas are not eligible. Even Indra is not eligible. Varuna is not eligible for moksha. Only human being is eligible for moksha. Then out of 800 crores, how many are getting liberated? Maximum 8 or 10. What is this percentage? It is as simple as that. It is as simple as that. What do you want to do? Don't kill your brain. Kill your mind. Stop thinking. Stop everything. Stop all activities. Look at yourselves. Look at just this called meditation. Travel inside. Then you find yourself. As good as that you are looking at a mirror. You can you see the Brahman? Already in the introductory I told you. Can you see the Brahman? Please. Can you see the Brahman? I am asking you. You are Brahman. Tattvamasi. Can you see the Brahman? I repeat the question. Say yes or no.
If we can see everything as the Brahman, then we are seeing Brahman.
No, that's a different story. That's a different story. That's the last part. At the beginning, I am saying that eliminate the world for getting the vairagya. This passion about the world, first eliminate the world, and then again take the entire world, including your body. At the beginning, you ignore everybody. Now, can you see the Brahman? This is my straight question. Is it possible?
No, no.
Anyone? Anyone still? Please, it would be interact. I think it's not that I am talking and you are listening. That would be something like you are making me as a teacher and you are no. It's not like that. It's completely interactive session. Better you also involve in this because the session is conducted only for our sakes. For our sake, this session is conducted. Let us all intellectually think about that. See, one important point is Sanatana Dharma never force anything on us. It doesn't force anything. You have to do like this. You have Dharma says that. But as far as moksha is concerned, it never insists anything on us. I tell you things. First, trust it, believe on that. This is called Shraddha. Shraddha means Namakam. Believe in Shastra and in Guru. Then apply for yourself. Think logically. Whether it applies for you or and just think logically. Work logically. Then you realize it. I don't know. Are we on the same page? Are we on the same page? Sanatana Dharma or Veda, Vedanta never insists anything on us like other people do. It gives all the points and asks us to do for ourselves. To do it for yourself practically. Do it for you right now. Not in the heaven. Not after death. Logically you think that. Apply for you. Then you realize what are being said in the Upanishads or Vedanta. As long as practically you apply on you, it doesn't work for you. Oh my God, for hundreds of years I've been listening Vedanta. It's not applicable, but I'm not getting anything at all. For the past 1,000 years, I'm in the meditation. I'm not getting the moksha. You never get the moksha because your mind is not clean at all. You didn't understand what exactly the Vedanta is talking about. You apply for it. Think logically. There are three stages given for us. One is called Shravana. Second is called Manana. Third one is called Nididhyasana. Shravana means listening, not listening alone. You can also, after listening, go through the text, try to understand those. It is also come under the Shravana. Shravana, listening to the teacher or guru very carefully. So you get the information, you don't understand it. You only acquire the information. Even for that also Shraddha is important. Shraddha means, again I repeat, Shraddha means not you tell in English or Telugu. Shraddha means the belief in your Guru as well as in Shastras. That is called Shraddha. Shraddha definition. So the first one is Shravana you have to make. Number two, Manana. So first you got the information. You have acquired information of Upanishads from various Gurus. You heard a lot. Now you started remembering them always. Always you are remembering those. They keep on coming in your mind. So far, what were coming? The world was coming in your mind. Oh, I should go to that movie. Tomorrow I'll go to pizza shop. I have to take my wife. These were all coming in your mind. That's why you're not getting the liberation. Now what you are thinking? You are thinking about the Shastras, what they are saying, what sutras, what exactly it's about. This is called manana. Manana, you get a clear understanding. In Shravana, you get the information. Now you are getting information. In Manana, after going home, after closing this window, also you are thinking about that. Then this is called Manana. You are not doing it for 10 minutes or half an hour, doing all 24 hours. Oh my God, what about our works? You do it. When you find time, again you think about that. When your world is attracting you, hold it for some time and again apply all these rules for you. Then after some time, the world will be what happens to the cessation of the universe happens. The world will completely disappear from you. Take this granted. When you keep on thinking of this Advaita Vedanta, this is very fundamental we are talking about. There is in depth. There is a lot of things to be learned. So we keep learning, keep repeating in ourselves. We are getting the information, repeating in our mind. Then there will be cessation of the world. World will disappear. What appears to you? In the place of world, you can see the Brahman. The third stage, what you have to do is they should go hand in hand. Not for this life I do what do you call Shravana. In the next life I do Manana. On the third life I do Nididhyasana. No, it doesn't work. They should go hand in hand in parallel. So the third one is Nididhyasana is I pronounce it properly, try to understand. First the doesn't have any stress. Nididhyasana. If I say Nididhyasana, Nidhi means money or treasure. So still your dhyasana, you have the dhyasana on Nidhi. Nidhi means treasure. Still your dhyasa, your mind is on Nidhi only. So what's the fun in coming to the Upanishad class? Better you drop. At least you can save your time. It is Nidhi, N-I-D-I. There is no H. Nidhi dhyasana. There you have to give the stress. Are we on the same page? Nidhi dhyasana. Don't pronounce as Nidhi dhyasana. If you pronounce it as Nidhi dhyasana, certainly you have still dhyasa on Nidhi, treasure, money, wealth. Don't do that. So what do you mean by Nidhi dhyasana is Didhyasa. Now I am taking only 3 letters. After Ni, I am collecting 3 letters. Didhyasa means Jignasa. You are very aspirant. You are curious to know about yourself. You are the aspirant of knowing Brahman. This is called Didhyasa, means Jignasa. You have a strong mind to know the Brahman, to experience the Brahman, because you are Brahman. Unfortunately, you are thinking you are the body. Now, Upanishads completely, there's a paradigm, entire shift. Paradigm, you understand, right? Complete phase out, reverse process. You are not the body, you are the Brahman, it's saying. Now don't search in Tirumala, don't search in Kamakshi temple, don't search in Kasi Vishwanatha. You are yourself the Brahman, Kamakshi Devi, Kashi Vishwanatha, you are Vishnu, you are Ishvara. Whatever the name you can give. Don't hesitate to say that I am Brahman. Don't hesitate. You are Brahman already. But unfortunately, you are not knowing it because you never did this Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. For that, Guru's Nididhyasana means it is Vedantic meditation. Nididhyasana is nothing but a meditation. Unless you do a profound meditation, sincere meditation, without any hypocrisy. Generally, I sit for meditation. I always observe how many people are observing me that I am in meditation. They should think that I am very bhakta. I am very much devotee. They should all feel. They should praise me later. Oh my God, really you are in profound meditation. I could see some light between your eyebrows. I could see some complexion in your face. For that we sit. This is called hypocrisy. Don't do that. You are Brahman. You are traveling towards in you. So everything, the world should disappear from your mind. It takes a lot amount of time, for sure. By sitting 5 minutes, you cannot find the Brahman. It may take 5 births to 500 births. But don't get disappointed. Why I'm telling you. You have crossed millennia and millennia of births already. Can't you wait for 5 births? Can't you wait for 50 births and deaths? Wait for it. You'll get the liberation. Or if you are very serious and doing very, how do I say, very strong meditation, deeply involved in this lifetime, you can attain the Brahman. You can attain the Brahman. You can attain the liberation. For sure. For sure. So I told about Shravana, that is, I am acquiring the information from Vedas and Vedantas. Number 2, I am doing Manana, repeating it myself, so I am getting greater understanding about that. I am getting some doubts. I am again meeting my Guru, getting them get clarified. And number 3, Nididhyasana, I am doing Vedantic meditation, sitting in meditation. I am repeating in my mind, and I'm saying that this body is not me. It's not me. The world is not me. It's me. It's different. I am traveling inside. So I am just briefing that. So what is the best way of attaining Brahman? Knowing myself, the true self. Only one word. Self-enquiry. Self-enquiry. Self-enquiry, knowing yourself. What is that? What you have to do? Doesn't it look, doesn't look very simple and easy? You tell me. What do you do? Generally, when you go to bank, you inquire like, where is the bank manager, where is the cashier, and how much amount is there in our bank account. Now you are doing inquiry about yourself. What do you mean by that? You start thinking now, is this body true or false? Is this flesh true or false? Everything you are traveling inside. I'm not going to very depth of that right now, because if I dump every Vedanta right now, really that would be very hard. I understand. If you are well acquainted with Vedanta, that's fine. But you are really fresher, but very keen in understanding the Vedanta, and you are really fond of getting liberation right now, then that would be really tremendous. So I don't go in depth of that. I can give the clue. Only one path, getting out of this samsara. Samsara means janana, escaping from, samsara means janana manana cycle. Cycle of birth and death is called samsara. Generally, samsara means we say that my wife and my children. No. In Shastra, samsara means cycle of janana marana. You have to escape from it. How long you want to revolve in that circle? Are you not getting bored? Aren't you bored? Same thing for what you are burning, why you are taking the birth, only for 5 things. So only for 5 things. I challenge. Can anyone say? I'm taking birth repeatedly, and wantedly, only for the 5 things in the world. Is it surprising for you? Can anyone have clues about it? I am taking births only for 5 things. Don't tell that I have 1,000 list. My desires are 1,000. My desires are millions. Whatever you say, I fit them all into the 5. Or Shastra fit them all into the 5. Are you interested? Okay. One is Shabda. Now you got the clues. You can tell the rest of the things. I am saying Shabda. Second one is Sparsa. Third one
Shravana.
is no. Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Only to enjoy these 5, I am taking birds since millennia. Isn't it awful? Isn't it awful? Don't feel ashamed of myself. My God, just to enjoy the five things I'm taking, the birth and bath and that taking lives again and again. The five things are, this is called Pancha Tanmatra. These are called Pancha Tanmatra. Sabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. I'll explain you. If you are interested, I can explain you. Although it's not my cup of tea, but still, because I mean, they help each other, I can further go into that. Shabda, song. I love always to listen how the couple in the next home quarreling. I am very much keen in listening other words. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? Let me hear it. What are these? I mean, there will be always what you call debate on TVs. You can find between two counselors. After all, they are counselors. There is always a quarrel, and we always watch very seriously by sitting in front of the TV. We want to listen that. We want to listen the news on NTV, on ETV or MTV, ZTV, FTV, A to Z TVs. Same news. I'm very much interested to listen about how this fellow is saying, how that fellow is saying. Similarly, I am also interested how my neighbors talking. I mean, how they are quarreling. Who has come? It seems very new person has come to their home. Who is that? I'm interested on this. That's the reason I'm taking the birth. I give an example. You know, dear lady in Telugu, if I say lady, Jinka. Do you know how it dies? The hunter is a knack person. He uses flute, the instrument, music instrument. He plays the flute by sitting in the middle of the forest. These deers, or which are very much attracted to this music, they are hearing the music. Please understand that. They come towards this music. Who is there? The hunter is there. As they are interested in the music, as we are all interested in the news, we are all interested in how what the neighbors are talking, what the next table in my office talking, what my boss is talking about. I'm very curious to know what others are talking. Likewise, these are also very interested. Someone is playing, we want to enjoy that. Immediately they will be killed. Isn't it? This is called Shabda. Deeds, this is so told by Shastra. It's not my own thing. Because of the flute music, the deeds are getting died. Horrible. Horrible. Likewise, we are taking births and deaths because we are interested in other worlds. Instead, now you turn in another way. Flip the coin. I'm using the same ears for hearing about the God, about the Brahman, songs of God, names of the God. Now I'm curious to listen, to know about Brahman, 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 Brahman. Same ears are used for getting the liberation. But how I am using? How I am using? I am using for the worldly things. So I myself is responsible for my death and birth, not the God. This is Shabda. Sparsha, very much. Say, if it is 42 degrees or 45 degrees temperature, I wanted immediately my AC to be switched on. When it gets 16 or 12 degrees temperature outside or 0 degrees temperature, I want to put off my AC. Sparsha, the skin needs always, what do you call, always how it requires. Neither it
Pleasure of
gets, sorry,
pleasure or something.
pleasure, no, always like it wants to
Comfort.
be in the comfort space. It doesn't want too much warm or too much cool. Always the entire nature should adjust itself according to my interest. It is not possible. So I'm always interested in the touch. If my wife comes and touches me, I feel very happy. I don't go in depth of that. I'm just giving a clue. You are all very much, uh, I mean, youth, so you understand that. I'm interested in touch. Now I give the example of the animal. The second animal is like buffaloes, elephant. Say they're always having some problem like itching problem. Elephants and buffaloes, cows, they do have the itching problem always. So what these hunters of these elephants do, they make a pit very closer to a big tree, very big tree, and cover with some twigs or small branches of trees. So when the elephant comes near to the tree, just to, what do you call it? To rub his body to the tree, to scratch its body to the tree, because of its weight, it falls down into the pit. They will be caught. Likewise, I mean, is it clear to you how the elephants are caught? Because of their itching problem, they want to scratch their body to the big trees. They immediately fell down into the pits and they will be caught by the hunters. This is Spursa. The elephants are dying because of this itching problem. Likewise, we also have the same problem with our body. We want to have always a pleasure to our skin. Always have the pleasure to our skin. This is under sense organ. First sense organ is ear. Second sense organ is skin. To satisfy your skin, you are taking the birds and dells. Now you fit any material. You fit any material. I told at the beginning. You bring me 5,000 material or objects or million objects in front of me. I can fit all these things into this five. Need I to explain more elaborately about this? Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa. By looking at the complexion of a woman, I'm getting the eye. I don't go in depth of that. You understand? Rupa. That house is very beautiful. It's much better than my home. I wanted to make like that. Getting into the troubles. So I go, I get the money, I lend the money, and all the troubles I'm inviting. Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa. Oh my God, I have only 3 inches or 4 inches of tongue. This small tongue dictates me throughout my life. Yesterday I had dozens of mirka bhajis, that means, mirchi bhaji. And again it asks for it. I had tons and tons and tons of laddus. I had tons and tons and tons of bhajis. I had enough amount of pani puri, but still it is asking me. I can never satisfy my tongue, this bloody sense organ. I have to sell my silver plate. I have to sell my house just to satisfy my tongue. Clear? Clear? It is same. It is same for even for the animals or all 84 lakh creatures. So people are caught because of the another sense organ, tongue. I repeat again. Shabda, Sparsa. Sparsa is skin. Shabda is here. Sense. I am talking about the sense organ. Someone wants to talk? No, okay. Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa. I'm getting attracted. See, by looking at these Himalayas, oh my God, really good. I want to be here. It is like Himalaya. Some other day I say I look at some heroine, I'll be get attracted. Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, tongue. And what is the last one? Gandha, smell. Now, now, it is assignment for you, for yourselves. You will not tell to anyone. You have certain paraphernalia at your home, like refrigerators, sofa sets, televisions. You try to fit. If you find anything, it doesn't fit in these five, please let me know. I also learn. Please tomorrow or next time you can post it in your group. I'll get somehow. If you find any object, it doesn't fit in these five, please let us know. See how the rishis have did a lot of research. I always say that this scientist is Nobel Prize winner, that scientist is a Nobel. All nonsense. How this entire world they fit into five elements. I mean five sense organs. You talk about anything. See that time the sages have never seen television sets, but their television sets were there in their mind. They could see. They were not the refrigerators. They were not like any LCD tubes or something LED tubes. But they said that very clearly. In the world, whichever the object you bring me, that will be fit in any one of these five sense organs. Sometimes one or two also. So why we are taking the birth? Dear all, why we are taking the to satisfy these five organs? Is it not so? How do I say?
No, someone said ego is not a part of these five, but we are not here to satisfy ego. Ego comes again because we want certain things which again fit into all these five.
Because we are attached to these elements. Because we are very much attached to these things, sense organs, very much attached to this body, this is called ego.
Doyle, you're on. You're not
Is it
on mute.
maybe in rasa? Which one? Which one rasa? No, no. What I didn't get. He was asking, is it in rasa? Which one comes under rasa? Someone was asking. Can someone help me? What exactly the question was?
I didn't get it either.
Is it maybe in rasa? Which one? Which one, dear Naveen?
No, you're
You're
not
mute.
audible.
You're mute.
You're
One
not
second. One
audible.
second, please. Please, please. No, you have to unmute yourself. From my end, it's okay. No, ego doesn't fall on this. I mean, ego doesn't come under this. Ego is ego is not like we talk in general in our transactional level. As per Shastra, aham bhavana is the ego. I am assuming this body is me. This is called aham bhavana. తెలుగులో మీరు తెలుగు వారైతే నేను చెప్తాను వానికి అహంభావం ఎక్కువరా అంటారు. ఆ అహంభావం కాదు ఇక్కడ. శాస్త్రం చెప్తున్న అహం భావన, అహం ఈ శరీరమే నేను అనే భావన ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ అహం భావన. దట్ వీ కాల్డ్ ఎస్ ఈగో. సో ఈ శరీరం నేను అనుకోవడం అహం భావన. ఈ దీని కింద రావు. అది దేనివల్ల వస్తుంది? బికాస్ ఐఎమ్ అస్యూమ్, బికాస్ ఐఎమ్ వెరీ మచ్ కనెక్టెడ్ టు దీస్ ఫైవ్ సెన్స్ ఆర్గాన్స్ అండ్ అదర్ ఫైవ్ ఆర్గాన్స్ ఆల్సో. So I always want to satisfy this body. This is called aham bhavana. Thinking very much. Very good. Thank you. Am I clear now? These are called pancha tanmatras. Pancha tanmatras. It is in fact, we are getting slightly what you call digression, slightly away from the Vedanta topic, but still that would be helpful for us. Yeah.
Sorry to break the flow.
Yeah.
I think the session is supposed to be till 9 o'clock. We have 5 minutes more.
I'm sorry. I'm extremely sorry. That's a problem with me. Once I get into this, I'll be keep moving. I'm sorry. You could have stopped me at. I mean, I have requested you to stop at 8:45 so that we will have 15 minutes.
No, we can have 15
cushion
minutes
time.
from this point. We can have 10-15 minutes from this point.
Okay. Now I request the participants. I tell you, I repeat to you. I'm not the speaker. I mean, I'm not giving. I didn't give any talk at all. It is only interactive session. That would be always better. I realize that I am learning myself by sitting in front of you. Nothing more than that. Please, if anyone has any point to be raised, discussed, you are welcome. You can ask me or you can type it there in the chat box.
One thing we oh, Kalyan garu, please.
యా పర్లేదండి తర్వాత
Sorry.
అడుగుతాను. యా అంటే నాకు ఒక చాలా డౌట్లు వచ్చినాయండి మధ్యలో ఒకటే.
No,
సపోజ్ ఇప్పుడు మనం
sorry.
ఆల్రెడీ
I'm sorry for the interruption. Now there are how many people are there? In fact, there's 7 total. Are we all Telugu speaking people? So that
Right now,
interaction. Huh?
right now, yes. Right now, I think yes.
Are you sure? Yes. Yes. Then we can have the conversation in Telugu, so that there would be ease in the questioning and answering. That would be easier for all of us. Fine. Please carry on. Is
యా
anyone
సో యా నా
Telugu
డౌట్
speaking
వచ్చి
people?
అంటే హలో వినిపిస్తుందండి వర్మ?
Yeah, carry on, please.
యా అంటే ఇప్పుడు బ్రహ్మన్ అనేది మనం బుక్స్ చదవడం వల్ల లేకపోతే ఇప్పుడు ఎవరో చెప్పడం వల్ల యా బ్రహ్మన్ అనేది ఒకటి ఉంటది అనేది యా వీ హ్యావ్ ఆ డైరెక్షన్ వెళ్ళాలి దాన్ని వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ దట్ మనం అది ఒకటే బ్రహ్మన్ అని ఒకటే అనేది సెల్ఫ్ ఎంక్వైరీ ద్వారా వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ అనేది బికాస్ వీ వర్ థాట్ ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ ఆస్కింగ్ లైక్ సపోజ్ ఐ డిడ్ నాట్ ఎన్కౌంటర్ ఎనీ ఆఫ్ ద టర్మ్ బ్రహ్మన్ ఎనీవే ఆర్ ఐ డిడ్ నాట్ ఎన్కౌంటర్ సర్వజ్ఞ ఆర్ అసలు ఈ కాల్ జాయిన్ అవ్వలేదు. సో అలాంటప్పుడు వీ డోంట్ నో దెర్ ఈస్ సంథింగ్ కాల్ బ్రహ్మన్. లైక్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్ దిస్ సపోజ్ ఒక వాటర్ ఫాల్ ఉంది అక్కడ బాగుంటది అంటే వీ విల్ ఫైండ్ ఏ వే టు రీచ్ దేర్ బట్ ఐ డోంట్ నో దట్ దెర్ ఇస్ ఎ వాటర్ ఫాల్ దేర్.
Correct. Correct. So what is your point? What's your point? So how
అంటే
to
రైట్
find
నౌ
the Brahman?
నాకు హౌ టు ఫైండ్ అని కదండి అంటే సపోజ్ నాకు ఎవరో చెప్పారు బ్రహ్మన్ అనేది ఒకటి ఉంది కాబట్టి సో ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఓకే దట్ ఐ షుడ్ పర్సూ దట్.
No, I think what he means to say is because he met someone, he came to this particular class and he's learning about the term that is Brahman.
Okay.
What about the scores of people that don't even know the terminology or the philosophy of Paramatma, and how do they go about? What if I was not in the part of this particular session? What if I was not ever a part of this Vedanta session?
Yeah,
What
I
about
never
me
came
who
across and
had no
I lived and
absolute
died.
idea about it?
Yeah, I lived and died. I never know that thing. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. I understand your point. See, at the beginning itself in the introductory, I told very clearly, but maybe some points might be missing. I tell you, I repeat it again. ఎన్ని జన్మల పుణ్యం ఉంటేనో నేను ఆ శ్లోకం కూడా చెప్పాను. ఐ రెఫర్డ్ దిస్ వాట్ కాల్డ్ వాట్ దెన్ శంకరాచార్యాస్ సౌందర్యలహరి. సౌందర్యహరిలో ఒక మాట ఉంది, బ్రహ్మ విష్ణు మహేశ్వరులైనా కూడా ఎంతో పుణ్యం చేసుకుంటే అమ్మ లలితాదేవిని ప్రైజ్ చేస్తూ చెప్తారు శంకర భగవత్పాదులు. వాళ్ళు ఎంతో పుణ్యం చేసుకుంటే తప్ప ప్రణంతం స్తోతం వా, వాళ్ళు నిన్ను నమస్కరించడం కానీ స్తోతం వా అంటే ప్రైజ్ చేయడం పొగడ్డం కానీ చేయలేరు, లేదా స్తోత్రాలు చెప్పడం కానీ చేయలేరు. ఎవరికి? బ్రహ్మ విష్ణు మహేశ్వరులకే ఎంతో పుణ్యం చేస్తే తప్ప లలితాదేవి అనే అమ్మవారిని అంటే పరాభట్టారికను ఆమె నుండి నమస్కారం చేయడం కానీ లేదా స్తోత్రం చేయడం కానీ కుదరదు అని చెప్పారు. ఇది ఒక పాయింట్ చెప్పి నీకు నెక్స్ట్ కంటిన్యూ చేశాను నేను. అట్లాగే ఈ బ్రహ్మ విద్య, ఈ అద్వైత విద్య, ఈ వేదాంత విద్య కూడా ఎన్నో కోట్ల 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 జన్మల తరువాత ఎక్కడో కించిత్ పుణ్యఫలం ఉంటే తప్ప ఇటువైపు రాడు. నేను ఆ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పాను. 700 మంది కోట్లలో మీకు 7-8 మంది బ్రహ్మజ్ఞానులు కూడా ఉండరు. మీరు ఇటువైపు వచ్చారు అంటే ఇప్పటి సంకల్పం కాదు అది. యాజ్ పర్ శాస్త్ర ఐఎమ్ టాకింగ్. ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ మై థింగ్ లైక్ టెలింగ్ యూ. ఎన్నో జన్మల పుణ్య విశేషం ఉంటే తప్ప కించితైనా ఉండాలి. ఉంటే నేనెందుకు మోక్షం వైపు వెళ్ళకూడదు, నాకెందుకు ఈ సంసారంలో ఇంతకాలం నేను కూరుకుపోయి ఉన్నాను. వెన్ డు ఐ గెట్ ద
భగవద్గీతలో ఉందండి ఈ శ్లోకము, దీనికి ఈక్వల్ గా భగవద్గీతలో శ్లోకం ఉన్నది.
యా యా కుడ్ యు ప్లీజ్ ప్రొనౌన్స్ దట్ శ్లోక, యు వాంట్ టు టెల్ దట్?
లేదు, నాకు మర్చిపోయాను, కానీ సేమ్ మీనింగ్ వచ్చే శ్లోకం అయితే ఉంది.
yes
కృష్ణుడు అంటాడు, ఎంతో మందిలో కొంతమంది ఇంత వస్తారు, అందులో కొంతమంది ఇట్లా వస్తారు అని, అట్లా 4 స్టేజెస్ తో చెప్తాడు.
ట్రూ, వెరీ మచ్ ట్రూ, వెరీ మచ్ ట్రూ. సో మనం ఈ వేదాంతానికి అంటే ఈ బ్రహ్మ విద్య, దీని బ్రహ్మ విద్య అంటారు. ఈ బ్రహ్మ విద్య అంటే బ్రహ్మమును తెలుసుకునే విద్య. ఏమవుతుంది ఇది? బ్రహ్మమును తెలుసుకున్నవాడు బ్రహ్మవే కూర్చుంటున్నాడు, తానే బ్రహ్మ. అంటే బ్రహ్మవిత్ బ్రహ్మైవ భవతి. ఐ రిపీట్ అగైన్, బ్రహ్మవిత్, విత్ అంటే తెలుసుకోవడం అని చెప్పుకున్నాం కదా మొదట్లోనే, విత్ అన్న ధాతువు. బ్రహ్మవిత్ బ్రహ్మైవ భవతి. బ్రహ్మమును తెలుసుకుంటున్నవాడు బ్రహ్మమైపోతున్నాడు. మనమే బ్రహ్మము, నీవే బ్రహ్మము అని చెప్తోంది. ఆ బ్రహ్మమును గురించి నువ్వు ఎంక్వైరీ మొదలు పెడితే, సెల్ఫ్ ఎంక్వైరీలో ఆ బ్రహ్మము నీవేం తెలిసిపోతుంది. బ్రహ్మవిత్ బ్రహ్మైవ భవతి. దీనికి వేదం ఏం చెప్తుంది తెలుసా? ఎవరు బ్రహ్మమును తెలుసుకుంటున్నాడో వాణినే బ్రాహ్మణుడు అంటారు. ఇది నేను చెప్పింది కాదు, వేదం చెప్తున్న మాట. ఎవరు బ్రహ్మమును తెలుసుకుంటున్నారో వాడే బ్రాహ్మణుడు అవుతున్నాడు. దీనికి ఎలిజిబిలిటీ ఏం చెప్పారు? ఓన్లీ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ మాత్రమే ఎలిజిబిలిటీ. అక్కడ ఎక్కడ కూడా డిస్క్రిమినేషన్ కానీ ఆ పాయింటే రైజ్ చేయలేదు. కాస్ట్ కానీ, రిలీజన్ కానీ, నేషనాలిటీ కానీ, నథింగ్. అండ్ జెండర్ కానీ, నథింగ్. నీవు ఎంక్వైరీ చేయగలుగుతున్నావా? నేను ఎంక్వైరీ చేయగలుగుతున్నావా? యు ఆర్ ఎలిజిబుల్. నువ్వు బాడీ మైండ్ కాంప్లెక్స్ అని తెలుస్తోందా? యు ఆర్ ఎలిజిబుల్. ఇన్ని ఫ్లెక్సిబిలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి, కేవలం మనిషికి మాత్రమే ఉంది ఆపర్చునిటీస్. ఇటువైపు తిరిగినాడు, బ్రహ్మము వైపు తిరిగినాడు అంటేనే ఎప్పటిదో ఈ పుణ్యఫలం ఉంది. అయితే ఇక్కడ ఒక లాజిక్ ఉంది. నా బ్యాంక్ బ్యాలెన్స్ అయిపోయింది, ఐఎమ్ క్లోజ్డ్. నేను ఎంత పుణ్యం చేసి పెట్టుకున్నాను అన్నది ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఒక రోజే నేను క్లాసులు అటెండ్ అయ్యి 2వ రోజు మానుకుంటానా? లేదు ఒక వారం 10 రోజుల దాకా ఈ బ్రహ్మ విద్య నేర్చుకొని డ్రాప్ అయిపోతానా? నేను ఐఎమ్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ 800 crores పాపులేషన్, ఎంటైర్ వరల్డ్. ఇలా చాలామంది ట్రై చేస్తారు. ఒక 100 crores ట్రై చేద్దాం అనుకున్నాం మొత్తం ప్రపంచంలో. కేవలం ఇండియన్స్ ట్రై కాదు, వాళ్ళకి ఇది ఉంటే ఆ పుణ్యము. అమెరికన్ అయినా కెనడియన్ అయినా కూడా ఈ బ్రహ్మజ్ఞానం పొందిన వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. అవన్నీ తర్వాత మాట్లాడదాం. 100 crores స్టార్ట్ చేశారనుకోండి, ఒక నెల పోగానే 70 కోట్ల మంది డ్రాప్ అయిపోతారు. ఇంకొక 6 months దాటంగానే 1 కోటి మంది మిగులుతారు. వీళ్ళు సాధన మొదలు పెడతారు. సాధనలోని సాధక బాధకాలు తెలుస్తాయి వాళ్ళు. అక్కడ ఒక 50 లక్షల మంది డ్రాప్ అయిపోతారు. ఇలా పోంగ సాధన చేసి నిజంగా ఉందా లేదా అని ఒక అనుమానం ఎప్పుడో ఎవడికో కర్మగాలు వస్తుంది. వాడు అవుట్. క్లోజ్ చాప్టర్ 1. శ్రద్ధ, నమ్మకం అయిపోయింది. లాస్ట్కి ఒక్కడు తేలుతాడు బయట. రమణ మహర్షి ఊరూరా లేడు, వివేకానందుడు ప్రతి ఇంటా లేడు, రామకృష్ణ పరమహంస ప్రతి జిల్లాకు లేడు కదా.
జస్ట్ నౌ ఒక చిన్న బ్లింక్ అయింది. శ్రద్ధావాన్ లభతే విద్య మేక్స్ ఎ కంప్లీట్ డిఫరెంట్ సెన్స్ రైట్ నౌ.
కరెక్ట్. శ్రద్ధ అంటే మనము మామూలు భాషలో వేరేగా మాట్లాడతాం. శ్రద్ధ ఉండాలా చదివేటప్పుడు. శాస్త్ర భాషలో శ్రద్ధ అంటే నమ్మకం. నీకు గురువు మీద నమ్మకం పెట్టు, శాస్త్రం మీద నమ్మకం మొదలు పెట్టు. కానీ నిన్ను ఇన్సిస్ట్ చేయట్లేదు, ఇది కరెక్ట్ ఇట్లే చేయని చెప్పట్లేదు. ఇది నీకు అప్లై అవుతుందా లాజికల్గా థింక్ చేయి. నువ్వు అప్లై కాకపోతే నన్ను అడుగు, నీకు ఎందుకు అప్లై కాలేదో నేను చూపిస్తాను. దాని ఇంకా చాలా పక్కన ఏవో ఉన్నాయి అని చెప్తుంది శాస్త్రం. డిడ్ ఐ ఆన్సర్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్ డియర్ కళ్యాణ్?
ఓకే.
పుణ్యం లేని ఇటువైపు రాలేరండి. అది ఎక్కడో పూర్వజన్మ సుకృతం ఉండాలి. అది ఎంతకాలం దీన్ని రిటైన్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం అన్నది అది మళ్ళీ భగవంతుని కాళ్ళే పడుతుంది.
పుణ్యం అంటే డిఫైన్ చేయగలరా?
ఇప్పుడు ఈ సెషన్లో అవసరం అంటారా?
లేదులేండి, తర్వాత చూస్తున్నా. ఇంకోటి ఫెయిత్
ఎందుకంటే
ఫెయిత్
see, let
నమ్మకం
us
నమ్మకం
not
అంటున్నారు అని కదా.
sorry
మన సనాతన ధర్మంలో వీఆర్ నాట్ ఫెయిత్ ఓరియంటెడ్ వీఆర్ సీకర్స్. మనం శోధన చేస్తాం. ఫెయిత్ అనేది మనకు ఉండదు.
sorry, what is this?
ఫెయిత్ ఇస్ అబ్రామిక్ రిలీజియన్స్.
ఈ సేయింగ్ ఫెయిత్ లాగా కాదు, వీఆర్ సీకర్స్ అన్నట్టు చెప్తున్నారు ఆయన.
ఫెయిత్ ఉండాలి, ఫస్ట్ లో ఫెయిత్ ఉండాలి. ఇప్పుడు సింపుల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, నా తల్లి ఈయన నీ తండ్రిరా అని చూపిస్తుంది. పోయి ఆ సర్టిఫికేట్ తీసుకురాపో అని అడగకూడదు నేను. ఈయన నీ తండ్రి అని నా తల్లి చూపించినప్పుడు నమ్మకం ఉండాలి నా తల్లి మీద. నా తల్లి మీదే నమ్మకం లేనివాడిని ఇంక నా జన్మ ఎందుకు? నేను ఈ సనాతన ధర్మంలో పుట్టాడు. ఈ శాస్త్రాలు ఈశ్వరుని చేత, ఈశ్వరుని వాక్ అని చెప్పబడుతోంది. దీంట్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు ఇది నీ శాస్త్రం రా అన్నప్పుడు కొద్దిగా నమ్మాలి. ఫస్ట్ అప్లై అవుతుందో లేదో లాజికల్గా ట్రై చేయి. అది చేయకుండా నేను నమ్మట్లేదు అంటే నీలో దోషం ఉంది, దానికి ఓడించేది. ఫస్ట్ నీ గురువుని నమ్ము, శాస్త్రాన్ని నమ్ము, ట్రై చేయి, కొంతకాలం చూడు. నీకు అప్లై కాకపోతే గురువు దగ్గరికి రా, పదే పదే రా. ఎక్కడ పొరపాటు ఉన్నాయో చెప్పు, ఆ పొరపాట్లను దిద్దుకో. నిజంగా నీకు లిబరేషన్ కావాలి. లేదండి ఊరికే నాకు అద్వైత వేదాంతం అంటే తెలుసు, నేను సైన్స్ నేర్చుకున్నాను, ఫిజిక్స్ నేర్చుకున్నాను, మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ నేర్చుకున్నాను కదా, అట్లే అద్వైత వేదాంతం కూడా నేర్చుకుందాం అనుకున్నప్పుడు పెద్ద అక్కర్లేదు. దీని గురించి అంత శ్రద్ధ అక్కర్లేదు. ఒక టెక్స్ట్ బుక్స్ చదువుకొని ఏదో ఇంత నాలెడ్జ్ సంపాదించాను, నాకు కూడా వచ్చు వేదాంతం అని చెప్పుకోవడానికి బాగానే ఉంటుంది. కానీ దీని అల్టిమేట్ గోలు కేవలం సంపాదించడం కదా. ఏదైతే నువ్వు వేదము వేదాంతం నేర్చుకున్నావు అది కూడా మర్చిపోమని చెప్తోంది. అదే వేదాంతం. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏదైతే అక్వైర్ చేసుకున్నామో అది కంప్లీట్గా మర్చిపోవాలి, నాశనం అయిపోవాలి. నీ మనోనాశనమే లిబరేషన్ అని చెప్తారు. అమనీభావం అంటారు దాన్ని. ఇంత క్లియర్గా స్పష్టంగా ఉంది. బ్రెయిన్ డెడ్ అయిపోతే బాడీ డెడ్ అవుతుంది, మనసు డెడ్ అయిపోతే. ఈ టెక్నాలజీ వాడినందుకు మీరు ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతానికి కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వద్దు. దాని తర్వాత నేను కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోవడం ప్రయత్నం చేద్దాం. ప్రస్తుతానికి మాత్రం ఇలాగే అర్థం చేస్తున్నాం. మనసు చచ్చిపోతే మోక్షం వస్తుంది, మెదడు చచ్చిపోతే బాడీ చచ్చిపోతుంది, మనసు చచ్చిపోతే మోక్షం వస్తుంది. దాన్ని చంపడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేద్దాం. కానీ ఆత్మ దేనికి చావదని కృష్ణుడు ఎప్పుడో చెప్పాడు. యువర్ మైండ్, మనస్సు ఈజ్ మిర్రర్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఆత్మ, కార్బన్ కాపీ ఆఫ్ ఆత్మ. ఇది కూడా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. దాన్ని చంపడం మన వల్ల కాదు. ఓం పూర్ణమద పూర్ణమిదం పూర్ణాత్ పూర్ణముదచ్యతే పూర్ణస్య పూర్ణమాదాయ పూర్ణమేవావశిష్యతే. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. హరి ఓం. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ ద ఆపర్చునిటీ గివెన్ టు మీ.
నమస్తే. ఒక చిన్న సలహా కావాలండి పెద్దవారితోటి. నిరుక్తము కొనాలని ఉందండి, అది సెలెక్షన్ ఎట్లా, ఎక్కడ దొరుకుతుంది? అది కొంచెం ఎవరు గైడ్ చేయలేకపోతున్నారు నాకు.
యూ ప్లీజ్ పోస్ట్ ఇట్ టు సర్వజ్ఞ. లెట్ మీ ఫైండ్
ఇట్. ఆల్రెడీ చేశాను, పోస్టెడ్ ఇట్ ఆల్రెడీ.
ఓకే, ఐ ట్రై టు ఆన్సర్ ఇట్. ఓకే, వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ.
ధన్యవాదాలు.